Chelsea was just so underwhelming. And they'd come into this unbeaten in 4 in all competitions. And yes, their last game had been that draw with Everton, which raised questions once again about Potter before the international break. But I think we still all expected that we might have seen a little bit more from Chelsea. Do you not think? I mean, don't get me wrong, Aston Villa have been through a resurgence under Unai Emery, and they've now moved into the top half of the table for the first time since August. But did we not expect a little bit more from them?
Well, they should do. They've invested enough money, got enough good players.
Yeah.
You know, I look at Chelsea and I think they're so predictable. And all Villa had to do, it was really interesting watching Unai Emery on the sidelines, because he realised that they're not going to hurt us. If we sit and keep our banks, we can get Ollie Watkins away for his pace. We can get Buendia on the ball in certain situations and make a difference. And that was the theme. McGinn kept making runs from midfield. And John McGinn, I mean, look, I said delighted a few weeks back that he sort of found his form again because he totally lost it under Gerrard. It was so predictable that Villa was just so comfortable in a game that I think I just look at Chelsea and think, look, they've got great individuals. Look at Felix, he's a great technical player. There's no doubt he's got the lot. You know, Havertz can produce moments. Will he be the long term? No, I don't quite see that, but I still think he has a role to play at Chelsea. You know, but you look at Mudryk come in and wow, you know, okay, he had a couple of chances, didn't take them. That happens. But since he's come, he's looked like hasn't got a clue what's happening around him. You know.
Now, is that partly because obviously he's playing in a new league, so he's not used to it? And the reason I'm sort of bringing that up is you can compare him to Arsenal and Leandro Trossard, who, of course, let's not forget, Arsenal were in pursuit of Mudryk for a long, long time. That didn't go their way in the sense that Chelsea came in and outbid them eventually with Shakhtar Donetsk. Arsenal then decided, well, if we can't get Mudryk, we'll go down the Trossard route. Trossard, we know, has done brilliantly at Arsenal. Is that partly due to the fact that, well, Trossard knows the league and maybe Mudryk doesn't and needs just a bit more time to get used to it?
My own personal opinion, he just fits into the team.
Yeah.
And I think everybody at Arsenal quite clearly knows what they're doing. They know their jobs, where Chelsea do not. As much as people keep telling me about he's a great manager for Potter and they, you know, knows how to set up a team, I don't see the square pegs. They're all in round holes for me. Too many positions. And I just think, I don't know when it's going to get better. They've got a massive week. Obviously, they've got Liverpool, then and the week after they've got the Real Madrid in the Champions League. I've said it before. He's really done well to keep his job at this time. And I'm not advocating sacking managers, but if you have a run and a goals for column and a team that like Aston Villa who are emerging literally tore you to pieces at times yesterday, because Villa had more than just their 2 goals, and I know Chelsea might have the better stats of possession and that, but if you're looking at the way the game panned out, Villa deserved their victory quite comfortably in the end.
Yeah, they did. It did feel that way, certainly. And what is interesting with Chelsea, of course, Cass, is that they had 27 shots in the game. Okay, only 8 of them were on target, but they had a number of opportunities. And it seems to be a familiar tale with Chelsea, and maybe a familiar tale with Graham Potter as well, is that he's been in charge of sides lately, and I'm talking Brighton as well, who have had chance upon chance upon chance, and they can't put it away. What is it? Why are we not seeing Potter's side being able to score goals? Because look at Roberto De Zerbi.
Yeah.
His Brighton side are scoring goals.
Well, I would be more concerned about why so many players underperforming when they're wearing the blue shirt. That would be my biggest problem. Okay, you can have someone go a little bit off, not on his game. You can always have that in a team. There's always 1 or 2. Your mates might cover you at times, your colleagues, you can carry you through that period. I'd say 8 out of Chelsea 11 have been indifferent. And I saw the lineup. I go back to the lineup now. When I saw the lineup yesterday, I was thinking, Loftus-Cheek at wing-back. Now, Loftus-Cheek has played... Well, he's 27 years old now. He's been on loan to Palace. He's been on loan to Fulham. Okay, he's never really established a first-team lineup place at Chelsea. So had a lot of appearances as a sub. And there he is playing right wing-back, which I wouldn't say is his preferred position. I'm sure he can do it because Graham Potter's put him in that role yesterday. But I just didn't get it. And then I'm watching Reece James. If anyone tells me there's a better right-back than Reece James, there's not. In the Premier League, he's playing in the back 3. Play him in his preferred position.
Well, I was going to say, you're not seeing the best of him there, are you?
And he's getting in positions and that where you think he can make a difference. And then because he's so conscious of what's behind him as well, He's thinking, I'll just go back inside. Watching Reece James keep going back inside that's not his game. His best game is overlapping, getting in dangerous, getting close to the byline and causing problems.
It's a result then that sees Chelsea drop into the bottom half of the table. They're in 11th. Villa, though, as I say, up to 9th, which is fantastic work for Unai Emery. First time they're in the top half of the table since August. And since he's been at Aston Villa, they've picked up 16 points away from home, which is a tally only equalled by Manchester City in that time.